Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Friday. It is the 7th of October, 2022. I'm going to look at the 8th race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The 8th race from the Big A, it's allowance optional claimer purse $115,000. Races for 3-year-olds and upwards, never won 18,000 three times at the main claiming starter or state bred allowance race, which never won 4 races, an optional claim price of $80,000. We have a field of 6 horses, including a part of an entry going to the post, the distance of ground of 1,600 meters or a mile on the main track. I'm going to go with the 2-horse Fire Sword as a top selection. 2-1-5-3 in the superfecta. 2-1-5-3 super. Top selection 2-horse Fire Sword. This 4-year-old gelding by First Samurai. David Donk trains. Dylan Davis gets on this gelding. Reported gelding on the 22nd of June of 2020. The horse's most recent outing came on the 14th of August at Saratoga. 7 furlongs on the main track and a claiming 50,000. And the horse went by 4 1/4 lengths, and he was claimed out of that race to the new connections from Wesley Ward. And the horse didn't break that well, but he was quarter horse out of the gate, quickened up nicely, and with the class relief, he kept going. A 93 buyer. That was a very good run. Coming to Aqueduct, where this horse had a very good race as a 3-year-old, I'm going to give this horse another shot to get to the winner's enclosure again today. 2 back on the 17th of June at Belmont, 6 furlongs and optional 80. The horse finished 4th by 3 3/4 lengths that day, and again, the horse was just kind of wide and never really got into it. It just wasn't the day to win. And then the 10th of November last year at Churchill, 5 furlongs main track and $158,000 allowance race. She finished 4th by 3 1/4 lengths that day. She was with them, but she just, again, never quick enough. She didn't have the typical turn of foot like she had in the previous race, which was the 13th of October at Keeneland. 6.5 on the main track and optional 100. Win by 2 1/4 lengths on the front and all throughout. She dueled, she took away clear, and it was all around good race for her there. She's a winner of 5 offerings. Like I said, she started once here at Aqueduct in the past. That came on the 31st of New Year's Eve 2020. Sloppy going, 7 furlongs and optional 50, winning by 4 1/4 lengths with Dylan Davis up. Last time Dylan rode the horse, she took off clear to a very nice victory. Her 3-year-old form wasn't bad at all. She was racing some tough horses, but coming back to New York, training well since the last run. I'm going to use her. The 1-horse Synthesis, I think, is her second likeliest winner. Won last time out here at Aqueduct last week in a 6.5 optional 6-2 claimer by a head, and then prior to that, in mid September at Pennac going 6. She finished second by 2 1/4 lengths, closing up from nowhere. If there's a horse that's going to be a grinder kind of horse, I think it could be her. We'll definitely use her on the ticket, or him on the ticket. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Belmont, the Big A, let's take the 2-horse Fire Sword. Give kudos to the 1-horse Synthesis. 2-1-5-3 Super. 2-1 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.